welcome to the latest installment of Meet the Polymaker. I am your host, Joel, and welcome in everybody for yet another show where we talk about 3D printing news. We show off community prints from our Discord, and then we finish it off with talking to a new maker every single episode. This being episode number 80 something, 4, 5, 6. It's getting closer and closer to that 100 mark. Real quick in chat, do you think the celebration should be at 100 episodes, or should it be at 104 episodes with 2 years straight? I'm trying to make that decision of when do we do a kind of a collage episode of all the guests that we've had, because that's a lot of guests and they're all completely different every single episode. So what do you think? 100 or 104? I'll wait to see what your feedback is there. But tonight we have we have two makers, a husband and wife duo, 3DandTeePrinting. It's got to slow it down there. And we're going to kind of see what do they do as a husband and wife duo. What have they gotten into in the 3D printing world and kind of sublimation world, and what they're up to, what they have planned for the future. So we'll talk with them here shortly. But I want to read real quick. We got 204s, we got 100. Skip 4 episodes and align them all together. I haven't skipped an episode yet. We have not missed one episode of Meet the Polymaker. There's never been a week without Meet the Polymaker. And that's all a huge shout out to you guys that come back and watch it. Because if we were only at 10 viewers, we probably wouldn't be doing the show anymore. So invite your friends, invite your family, invite your kids, invite your husband, your wife, invite them all, and let's build this community even larger, or the viewership even larger, and just have fun together. So with that said, let's head into hot end headlines. First up, we're going to talk about a company you may all have heard of before, Polymaker, or more specifically Fiberon. And they have released a new product this week on Tuesday, and that is their Pet GF15, and that is coming in multiple colors, 6 total colors: black, white, light gray, dark gray, blue, and red. And this is going to be more for your like jigs and fixtures, industrial parts. It's built for high-speed printing. That's a lot of stuff. What we're looking to now is the stuff coming out. It's going to be more geared towards high speed printing, high temp as much as we can there. But this is a new glass fiber reinforced PET that blends strength with easy printability. That's what we always shoot for, printability with some really awesome characteristics to it. So it's been out since Tuesday. Hopefully some of you have already got some and tried it out, and I can't wait to see the prints shared maybe in our show of prints. And next up, we have another product release. We've seen the teaser last week in the show, but this is the official announcement of the Bambu Lab P2S. This is a replacement to the P1S, and what we've seen is it might be kind of a replacement for the P1S and X1C. Just talk within the community is we've noticed that at least in the US store for Bambu, they're sold out of the X1C, or at least they have it out of stock for the X1C and P1S. So is this the complete replacement? As it pretty much blends the two together, it gives all the updates of the X1C with some other quality of life updates to it. The new hot end, more reminiscent of the H2 series. So is it going to be kind of the replacement? Will there be something to fill the gap in between? We have no idea. And right now, this is only available to Canada and international. It is not available to US yet. I think they're blaming stock issues, possibly tariff issues. I'm not really sure. We've seen the prices for like UK and Europe, but not 100% verified yet for the US. So time will tell. We'll have to wait and see. Next up, we have Cheeto Box. If you guys don't do resin, you probably don't use it. I don't think it does FDM. I haven't used it myself in quite a while, but this is now merging Basic and Pro into one faster, smarter platform, and it's going up to 13 times faster. File saving is 5 times faster, and it's saying overhang and island detection have up to 88 times faster processing times. So it says the multi-platform mode manages up to 100 build plates at once. I would imagine that's just more for the farms, because if you have 100 resin printers at your house, I hope you have some major ventilation, because you're going to need it. But it's always nice to see upgrades to all the software that is out there to just increase the usability and just our experience with that software. Couldn't think of the word experience. And next up, we have another product. This is somebody Breezem is actually a 3D printed eyewear. They've been around for a little bit, but they're now debuting personalized eyewear for the US. Now that isn't manufactured in the US currently. They are currently printed in Korea and arrive in about 3 to 4 weeks. But you start with an experience that you go 30-minute facial scan and design session. Right now it's in New York City at their flagship store, and it is a retail store. You go in, get your old face scan, and you get the perfect setup for glasses. Of course, you can then pick from different designs, customization, color-wise. Frames start around $258 and include a personal eyewear report and a protective case, which I think most of the time glasses do. But really cool to see either way. If anybody knows somebody that has ordered these or plans on ordering them, I'd love to see some pictures and see kind of what their experience is with it. And last but not least, this is actually one that was shared with me from one of the community members, Traxman. Kind of local to him is the UW Hotville, I think is how it's pronounced. They have developed a method to turn spoiled milk proteins into eco-friendly 3D printing plastic. That's a new one. We've seen a lot of 3D printing between the concrete, different minerals and dirt, and then the plastic side of things of all the different additives, different ways of creating the filament. This is the first time that I've seen spoiled milk being one of those. Now this was a brainchild that came from a professor at Platteville during COVID. He began after milk dumping during COVID, supply chain disruptions. Of course, there's a lot of spoiled milk. Not a whole lot to do with spoiled milk other than throw it out. So now they've found a way to break down the protein, purify it, and then allow for material testing on the filament. So just a really cool thing right now. Say the steps include refining the process and licensing the technology for commercial use. So will this be something we see soon? Maybe, and hopefully it doesn't have a smell to it when printing. Would be interested. Yeah, well, maybe Traxman can go visit them and see what it's all about. But thank you always for sharing any type of cool news. Anybody, if you ever see something, feel free to share it with me, and it might be shown on the show. That's it for the news, and we're going to move over to Spool to Spotlight. And what is Spool to Spotlight? That is where you can share your own prints in our Show Off Prints channel on our Discord at discord.polymaker.com, and you might be shown on the show. This one, I seen you in chat a little bit ago in YouTube. Alicio has not only designed but also printed his horror pumpkins, which are all the iconic horror film characters, all in the form of pumpkins. Great print. This is available for download on Maker World. As you see there, Horror Pumpkins by Alicio. So if you want to take a chance at printing those and scaring the kids, there you go. Next up, we have Peekaboo, longtime community member. He has printed Fulv's Dracula Castle, and it never gets old seeing Fulv's creations printed out and shared. And this is amazing. Of course, Fulv's files are available in a lot of different places, things.com being one of them, also Cults 3D. Just a fantastic person. Peekaboo's a pretty decent guy himself. So thanks for sharing that print, and definitely hats off because that's a little bit longer print. Next up, we have Keeks, who's been a new friend to the community, and she has printed the Surprise Nesting Ghosts. And this is a design by Totally Ridiculous. That's available on printables. And this is a nesting ghost. If you don't know, they all go inside of each other. But this is their very first print, shared in the Show Off Prints. And you know what? Not only did they share it, they shared the link. They followed the rules. A lot of you are following the rules really well now, so I appreciate that. And this is no different. This is just a great print. Very, very clean print, especially for your first 3D print, but great choice. So thank you for sharing. Next up, we have something that's been popular. We've seen it all over YouTube. A lot of creators have printed it. This is the Bone Bag. This is actually a remix by Stationary Drifter, available on Maker World. I think this is a majority of print in place. This is printed by Grenier and the community. And she had talked about it actually in one of our hangouts. Like I said, I think it's mostly print in place. So it's not, it's an easier to print version of it. And it's come out great. You can do TPU inserts to change a kind of background color, but also make it more of a pouch so you don't have holes, so your change isn't falling through the rib cages. So the first time I thought I'd ever say change falling through the rib cages for a purse, but here we are. And last but not least, we have CGS Creations, and they have printed the Toy IndyCar Kit card by KB Crawlin for the Christmas print drive. And I would imagine this is a picture of only one. I would imagine CGS Creations, knowing them, they've printed many of these. And this is a multicolor one that actually turned out great. Love the contrast of black, red, and white all mixed together. So again, great print for a great cause. So thank you all for sharing. Again, make sure to share your prints, the good, bad, the ugly, at the Show Off Prints channel at discord.polymaker.com. And that is it for Community Prints. And we're going to take a commercial break real quick here. And then we're going to meet our next makers. So stay tuned.
Imagine owning some of the best songs about 3D printing this Discord has to offer. Polymaker presents 3D Printing Hits by Silverback and Little D, the best renditions of some of the greatest hits of all time. Hits like Hallelujah, Poly Smooth Criminal, All That She Wants Is Another Printer, Print Away,
There you go, print away.
Still the TD1, All About That Bag, No Stabbies, and Polyman.
It's a file tonight. We're all in the mood to see it extrude, 'cause you've got your printer tuned right.
Reserve your CD today with a special TV offer by going to polymaker.com and paying $39.99. Have your credit card ready. Seriously though, this music was a joke. Go buy some Polymaker.
This is Polymax PLA, the toughest PLA in the world, and today we're gonna put that to the test. I printed this very mechanical model and we're gonna drop it from the 12th floor. You heard me well, the 12th floor. Let's go. Ready for the first drop in 3, 2, 1. Whoa, that's crazy. Not even a scratch. Let's go and check it closer. Not even a single scratch. I dropped it again from the 12th floor and still not a single scratch. Buy your Polymax PLA right now.
Performance may vary depending on usage, individual factors, and external conditions. Individual result may vary, not a guarantee of specific outcome. Consult your professional before use. See website for details and limitations. Use responsibly.
Have you had bad customer service with your filament provider? Have you ever gotten a bad spool and never got a response when you emailed the company? Well, that won't ever happen when you reach out to Polymaker. Some people say that no company cares about you. Wrong. 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 If you never got a response after emailing a company that you've worked with in the past, you may be entitled to better customer service. We at Polymaker pride ourselves on good customer service, and we won't ever keep you waiting for a response. Email us now at support@polymaker.com and we'll get back to you within 1 business day. We'll fight for you.
And welcome back to the show, everybody. I finally mixed up the commercials a little bit, but it's still the old school stuff. If you want to submit your own commercial, we have a commercial channel in our Discord. gives you all the rules. If you want to submit a fun little fake commercial, or maybe it can be considered real. I mean, a lot of them do talk about our filament in the proper ways and get some catchy catchphrases like not a scratch, ouch, cramps. There's a lot of stuff that we all know and love. Maybe you can create the next one. So definitely head over to the commercial channel if you want to see the rules, and feel free to reach out if you have any questions. But we're here to meet as I said earlier, a husband and wife duo, which doesn't happen very much. Usually one prints and the other one gets fed up with the printing. So without further ado, let's meet Dave and Terri of 3DandTeePrinting. How's it going, guys?
Hey, how's everyone?
Hey, everybody. I think you're right there, Joel. One of us prints and one of us gets irritated and then prints to irritate the other one.
See, at least you have that dynamic though. Like with me, like my wife has nothing to do with 3D printing. And while she enjoys certain aspects of it, she gets something cool or something to decorate the house. But, to hear me talk about it all the time, it's just like, okay, that's enough. Like, I get it. That's your job. Go away. Like, go do your 3D printing in the basement and leave me alone. So it's nice that you have that dynamic.
So he tries to teach me, and I'm just like, okay. And then I'm like, you want to learn what I'm doing?
I guess you're going to teach me anyway, right? So, so real quick, for those that might not know you, might not recognize you, who are you guys and what do you do?
So I am David the Third, aka the 3D, and then we have
Terri from T-Printing.
so Terri does t-shirt sublimation, so hence the T.
There you go. Okay, so they kind of have like double meanings.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look at that.
So I do like tumblers,
really in depth.
And then
t-shirt hats, anything that you need personalized.
If you ever see anybody see 3D and then there's a space and space T, they're not us, because we will always be together, and it will always be 3D and T stuck together.
Like I said, like
there's always a trick with
username
it.
goes so deep, the double
Yeah.
meanings.
There's
together, and
it's literally like 3D printing. It's a rabbit hole. It just keeps deeper and deeper and deeper in.
The
people
lore
are
just
asking
keeps
about your
adding
Voron.
to it.
Is your Voron printing yet?
The Voron is printing yet.
Okay.
If they were watching the channel, they would know that we posted today that the Voron printed.
Yeah, maybe if you would follow and actually watch as they release things, you wouldn't have to ask those questions.
Mm-hmm.
Calling them out. But so of course, one of you does kind of more of the sublimation, the tees, the tumblers, etc. One does more 3D printing. But do you both kind of get involved in both each other's things, or do you kind of stay to your grounds?
Well, I have been kind of
Designing.
no, what's the better way of saying? I've been banned from sublimating because I'm not allowed to touch Terry's sublimation stuff because I'm gonna break it or mess it up or do something with it.
Right.
He makes me print t-shirts crooked. I asked him, is it crooked? He's like, no, it's fine.
And then it's my fault. If it's crooked, it's my fault. If it's straight on, she did an outstanding job. That's how it works.
So my wife does the Cricut stuff, so like heat transfer vinyl and stuff, and then we've done the like direct to film stuff. And she always asks me to look at it because I'm always like, do you realize that's a little off centered or something? I'm super OCD about it. So she's always like, come and look at this. Is it right? Does it look okay? Because I'm getting ready to press it. Like, yes, it looks fine.
Oh, when she does her tumblers, like we did some tumblers for some of our subscribers, and she's like, I can see a line. I'm like, there's no line there, babe. Like it's complete. It seems I see the line. They're gonna see the line. I know there's the line.
So I have a friend she teaches school. She teaches autistic children. Made her that one, and
colors and puzzles.
Yeah, that one for one of our friends too.
So now, what got you guys started into each of the fields? Did you guys kind of go into the things all together, or
technically it went on a different path? So the path became 2022 was a rough year. I lost a loved one in 2021, so 2022 was a rebuilding year. So 2023 came around, and I said I got to get myself in a good place, and I found 3D printing. I found the community of 3D printing, and I started with an Ender because everybody said start with an Ender 3.
A lot of us
I started with my Ender 3, and then the addiction of 3D printing kicked in, and suddenly an Ender 3 turned into an Ender 5S1, to an Anchor Make, to Elegoo, to AnyCube, to everything. So at one point we were up to 34 printers. I've reduced it down to 26.
Easy,
so we're trying to bring it back to reality. But I still recommend the Ender or any Tinkerer printer for somebody who's serious about 3D printing the tinkering side. We're not going to say the B word here, even though they just released the refresh.
Another printer, yeah. No, I agree with
we're
that.
open
Like, the
source
threes
people.
is it's a good way. I always tell people that even now, of course, it's way slower. You know, if you want a super cheap way to get into it, to see if it's something you're actually going to do, and then also have a lot better understanding of how the printer works. You know, you don't have to fully build the Ender 3, but you get an idea of working with it, and it's easier to work with, not enclosed. So no, I think that even to this day, aside from the speed factor, like you said, if you're into tinkering, you like to mess with things, that's a good way to go, because you get it's how everything works on that is really not a whole lot different than how it works on all the new printers. It's just now faster.
Yeah, and the problem was I was getting more and more printers. In order to get more printers, the husband has to make the wife happy. So the wife had ideas on what she wanted to do.
He's like, hey,
And
babe, I got you a new sublimation printer.
And
I'm
she
like,
goes, I want to start
What are you
sublimating.
trying
So
to get?
here's the sublimation printer. And sublimation turned into, I want a laser. And then it's just gotten, oh, there
he
it
got
goes.
a
See the hands.
babe.
I got it, the hands.
He got a laser. Well, he got me a laser and then got himself another printer. What is going
So
on?
is that how you kind of see it? Is once he says, hey babe, I got you a new laser, a new sublimation, you know, okay, so what did you order for yourself?
Yeah. And then he brings home
That's how
a
it goes.
Reality K2 Pro.
Literally just why you gotta call me out? Just literally just the other day. It's like, look, I got you
I'm in
this,
the
I got
same
you
boat.
this.
Yeah. So at least now you guys have known each other, you know, long enough, and all the quirks and everything, that you know what to expect. It's not a surprise now.
16
It's
years.
not like okay.
We still battle over what we're gonna print. I hate to say it, and it's the beauty is I love Wexter models. Like I love Wexter models, like with a passion. Like me and Pete,
Great.
Polymaker Pete, argue back and forth constantly on who's got the bigger
There's
Wexter
competition
model.
there.
So it's a big competition. So I'm easy because Wexter kind of comes out with models on a regular basis.
Hey, watch
so
your hands.
Sorry. So I'm constantly printing. Yeah, camera likes to move to my hands. But yeah, he's constantly coming out with stuff so I can print. But she's got some crazy, let's print this. And I go, I don't understand why you're printing it, but hey, why not?
So
Let's
our
try it.
subscribers gave Dave 3 different names because we did that.
Oh, not the last part.
What was the cancer?
Oh, the stand up to cancer.
The stand up to cancer stream. So they call him just Chad because he hasn't got his boron done yet.
Now I lost my just Chad because the Voron is not working.
So now you gotta get a new name to replace that, right?
Well, technically it's Sprinkle, and then there's another part to it at the end with an N. With an N. It's not appropriate. We'll leave it. It's for our late night stream, and our late night followers know what it is.
Tune
so
into their stream late
tune
night,
into Mark,
and you'll be able to learn.
and you'll hear all that. So it's
just Chad. So you put R.I.P. Just Chad.
Shortened just Chad Sprinkle. That's the easiest way to say it here.
Sprinkle. There
you go. So, but yeah, we've had that. We did the stand up to cancer, and we thought we'd only raise maybe a couple $100. Ended up being 1,500. I actually put what the reference is to up for grabs in order to get us over the 1,500, and
that's awesome.
They got us there. So I have to do a medical checkup, and then we're
good to go.
We're good to go after that.
There you
and
go.
I'll be updating that live.
Definitely amazing communities out there. I mean, anything in the 3D printing community, there's so much more pros and positive than there is negative, and that's it's amazing what they can do. You know, like you said, you were only expecting a few hundred, and
couple $100 maybe. That was it. But the community came through like way more than we ever.
And I looked at him. I was like, "You're in trouble."
And I'm like, I'm in trouble now. I'm like, yeah, I guess I have to do this now, don't I?
That's
so I made like a lot of tumblers.
Oh yeah, because basically just like, did you do tiers? You know, we meet
tiers, and she's giving away tumblers,
t-shirts,
stuff,
I'm just like,
and everything else. The next thing you know, like, nope, Dave's on the line now. Like, oh, great.
Dave's like, you gotta make 10 shirts and like 5 tumblers.
Oh yeah, and knowing the community too is like, I'm afraid to ever do that on one of our streams. Is like, let's do a tier one, because like, it could get ugly. Like, it better be like really simple things, like, I eat a donut for every $100 that's donated or something. Then that would be.
See, we were trying to.
For me.
We started with the hot sauce, and it was just like, that's it. No one wants to do hot sauce. Like, oh, okay. Everybody does hot sauce. Let's do this. They're like, yeah, we're all down for that
Change
idea.
It up. Yeah, you never know what'll work until you try it.
But now the community the community welcomed us in with open arms. Our first event that we ever did was actually 3D Printopia, and that lady.
The first event we went to
No,
was
the first one went. No, what we
Rocky
did.
Mountain.
The first one we attended was Rocky Mountain, but the first one we physically presented
set
at
up at.
was 3D Printopia, and that lady called us out of nowhere and said, "Hey, we're booth buddies. My name is Pezliz, and if you need any help, just let me know. I got you." I said, "Sure, not a problem." I said, "Who's this crazy lady? I have no idea who this lady is." Flipped over, found out who Pezliz was. I'm like, she's kind of cool. She invited us in. A lot of people wanted us in.
That lady.
I've heard of her before.
It was that lady, yeah. And it was the reason why we call her that lady is we were actually at the most recent event and somebody else was filming and we were watching highlights and they had filmed her and called her.
That lady.
That lady.
That lady is
said,
filming.
that lady right there is filming. I hope I find out who that lady is.
That lady.
So we went over there and I was like, that lady is the awesome
I said, that
Pezliz.
lady is Pezliz. Here's how you find Pezliz.
See, now knowing that story, I'm gonna have to start referring her to at events as that lady. Hey,
that lady.
That lady.
That lady.
New nickname.
But no, Zombie was opening arms. We actually we've done a late night stream. We put it on that area because we found nobody was up on the East Coast late at night on a Friday or Saturday night. We said Fridays is a little tough for us with our jobs. Saturday is a little easier where we can kind of come in and be that late night crowd. So from, as we say, 11:59 p.m. until 2 a.m. We don't say 12 a.m. because it throws everybody off.
Wait, 12 a.m. Is that noon or is that
Sunday
midnight?
or what is it? Yeah, so we just say 11:59.
In typing stuff is actually through ChatGPT, I was asking it something, and it said for professional writing, it's actually better to write midnight or noon rather than 12 a.m. or 12 p.m. It gave a long.
And they only come because they love me. That's why they come. They only come because they love me.
It seems to be the consensus of most of our chat. They seem to come for Terry and just stay for Dave. That's the better way of doing it.
Hey, you know what? If the dynamic works, it works. But that's something I've noticed too, though, is we have our Hangout and Discord, and I think we started. It used to always be like we would have it scheduled. I think every night at 8 o'clock. The Hangout. You can start whenever, but that was kind of when we'd plan for people to start showing up, and through just organic growth and everything, there's often that 8 o'clock. There's not anybody in there. But then come like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and then they're on there till 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. It's like, yeah. So no, there are a lot of late owls, and I mean, of course, then the 3 hours behind on the West Coast. Half of them are West Coast people, but not all of them. Myself included. I'm Eastern time zone, so I'm 2 or 3 in the morning hanging and hang out more often.
Yeah, like Tulsa Skin said in the comment section, that's kind of most of our crowd is coming back from doing what they were doing in the late night. They just need somewhere to come hang, crash, have a good time, just laugh, joke. And
but they like us because we're organic.
We don't fake the funk. That's one of our things. We'll tell you how it is. And there's been many a stream where husband and wife have gotten in husband and wife disputes on stream and had to stare at each other and go, "Oh wait, we're on stream.
I just make hard cakes.
We can't have this." And Terry just will make a hard cake for a birthday stream and just smash me in the face with it later. That's how she'll make it up to me.
So you're saying hard or heart?
Hard.
Like it was like a dense cake I made, and I was just like, everybody now gets teased about it. No.
That's what she.
I can't make cake.
That's what she claims. That's what she's claiming is the deal.
So you can sublimate, but you can't bake. Is that what you're saying?
There you go.
Yeah. Hey,
wait.
We all have our skills.
During COVID, she was very good. When
because
we were all
stuck
in the house, we were making. Everybody learned how to cook back then, but I don't know what happened.
It was special though. It was special because it was your birthday, and I felt bad.
That was special, all right. Yeah, she ended up. Who?
I
ended up getting pied in the face anyway.
Because that was stream. Remember that they donated so much, I would pie you in the face.
That's right.
That's coming to bite you in the butt again. Having people donate to get reactions. It's just you never know what you're.
We got up to like $125, and I was like, $5 more.
She's like, "What the heck with it?"
So we got a 10, and I was just like,
"I'm done."
Did it at least taste good? The icing or the cake itself, or was it just?
It was fun cleaning up.
I like the honesty though.
No. And then last year we had a pie stream, and I had to cover up everything. Where we ended up finding pie like 6 months later on like an edge of a printer somewhere. I'm like, we're not doing pies down here in the shop ever again. And that's how the cake came about. And then the cake was still just as bad.
My thing is like torture, Dave. I mean, I bought a blender downstairs and mixed a whole bunch of stuff in. He said yes or no to, and then I would give it to him, and
Yeah, we do chaotic stuff on the stream. I say it's probably 50% 3D printing, 25% everything else, and then 25%. Oh, I don't know what that's
Sublimation and
chaos.
just complete chaos. And that's what makes it fun because we never know what's going to happen. We've had some amazing streams that have gone off the rails that were just like, I did not see that coming.
But we always keep it clean and kosher and kid friendly.
We keep kid friendly.
We do. We don't cuss or anything, and nothing vulgar.
17 or over would be more
ideal.
I would,
Depending on the maybe not the cursing, but the content is what
content.
Yeah,
it
can sway. It's a late night stream, as I always say. You shouldn't be on a late night stream if you're a young child.
Kenneth is actually here. He did donate when we did the mixtures.
Oh yeah, when she ended up giving me everything.
But no, I didn't give him really nothing too bad.
But yeah, being with the community, we've learned a lot about, Polymaker. We kind of came across through many, many, many different streams. We've seen them in many streams with everybody. When's the Polymaker? I'm like, who's this Polymaker?
Yeah.
Let me try it out. And I won a few times and I tried. I was like, this stuff's really good. You guys still don't make PIBA yet. We're still waiting on PIBA, y'all.
That has been a very popular one for sure.
We need PIBA. I need some PIBA. I have people sending me PIBA to try. Polymaker needs PIBA, and I'll be loyal for PIBA.
And now I haven't looked at all the offerings out there. Like I think most PIBA is just black, isn't it? Is there colored PIBA out there?
No, there's
they have orange.
There's orange PIBA now.
So we're gonna actually make another basketball.
Yes, a company sent us some to actually print a basketball.
We have one.
They saw one of our old videos. It's in the other room. We printed one with flexible PLA back when the craze was big, and now that there's tons of filaments, I guess they saw that we were able to make a ball, and they're like, "You want to make another one with some PIBA?" And I'm like, "Sure, why not?" So yeah, we just got that yesterday.
Right
yep, PIBA. I want to see how much it's on the ceiling, babe. To the far right. Yeah, it's on the nail. She's wondering, why did I put the basketball way up there? Does it look like I play basketball all the time anymore? Those days are long gone. Yeah, we did one before in a flexible PLA.
Nice. Yeah.
So that's why I was like, oh yeah, we've done one before. Sure, we'll do one in PIBA and see the difference. But this one, you've got to really put some force on to make it bounce.
No, and I did. We're not taking community questions yet, but I did just get a DM from a certain somebody. I'll let you assume who it is, and you kind of touched on this earlier. You should ask 3D&T who is a bigger Wexter fanboy, him or me.
Oh, we already know who. Yeah. Wait, how big are we? Wait, I wonder who's bigger. Who's the bigger fanboy? I don't know. I can't tell.
The battle is on. The battle is ever going, right? And you say
the battle is
the race who prints the next one.
He's lucky the head didn't finish on it because we'd be even more. It's come on, Pete, step it up.
You're slacking, Pete. Now, I'm if he could share on the screen, I'm sure he'd be sharing like his shelf and everything else. Do you have this many?
We need to make a extra shelf.
Oh yeah. Me and Pete have a good camaraderie going back and forth. Our first festival, when we were presenting for Wexter's models, Pete actually came over and gave us one of the Wexter's chips that he had, and we said, "Yeah, Wexter told me to give you this," and that's the first time I met Pete. And then he I like Wexter. We just kind of got talking about Wexter prints. I saw his, saw mine, and then every event now I have to go see what does he got that I gotta.
What did he bring this?
And that lady always comes over and takes a photo of it. She's like, I need to send this to Wexter. She actually called him one day when we were at the booth, and she's like, "Hey, look at your print."
What had on the booth?
Yeah, it had it, and she's like, "Look, Wexter's on here." I'm like,
"Oh, hi."
"Oh, hey, Wex." I was like, "We've chatted in emails only. Nice to see you live."
Well, that I think is just another cool part of the community of just the connections and how people can just do that. If they share either stories with each other or be like, hey, hey, say hi to Wexter, somebody like you said that you're downloading every model, printing every model, and not that you don't know who he is, but it's different when you get to say, oh, hi, how you doing? It's like a little odd.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, Terry's, and that's the thing. The community with us, we're all about the community. We've all based ourselves as we're community members. We love our subscribers, our people that follow us. We like to call them the Pliny family, which is the print like you mean it family.
What about our big build that we have?
Which one? Are you going to talk about the big build?
Yeah.
You want to talk about the big build?
Yes.
The big build? The Captain
Caveman.
Caveman. Yes, we have a life-size
That's
Captain Caveman that we're working on that
Awesome.
we didn't quite finish for 3D Printopia.
It would have looked sad at
It would have
Printopia,
looked.
though.
It would have looked sad the way it was in the state it was. So we just have to finish the Captain Caveman. This one will
I'm sure
definitely
he's got the club
be.
in the other hand.
He's
Yeah.
got the big club in the other hand. It's way over the other side of the shop. I've got him printed. He just needs to be sanded, painted, primed, and all that kind of stuff. So
now who does the painting then? Do you do the painting or does
me?
you do?
Me.
But we both do it.
No, Terry will do the sanding.
Okay.
But yeah, there you go. With the big old Captain Caveman.
Yeah, we looked at the prints that we went when we went to 3D Printopia, and they were some huge models.
Yeah. We saw all of the what was it?
The helmet.
The helmet, the Mike Wazowski, the big demon guy that was up there. Hatch, what was it? Hatch X?
Mhm.
Yeah, Hatch X, the display.
Yep.
Yeah, Hatch Expo. They had all the big stuff like
the split DeLorean and
the split DeLorean and everything. It was really cool. But that's why we like going to these festivals, because you get to be around the community. It's like a family event. And out of the 3 that we've done here in the US, we've been to Rocky Mountain, we've been in the Midwest, we've been obviously 3D Printopia, since we're East Coast, is our stomping ground, as we say.
Midwest is really hot.
Midwest is always hot,
and
always
wet.
hot and
Hot and
wet.
wet.
And it was
that ruined our tablecloths that we didn't know until we opened up our crates to set up shop at 3D Printopia this year, and mold mildew all over tablecloths.
I am still drying out filament that we brought there or picked up from there from the event, and we're talking months from later. But
I'm
it
sure
was
probably threw the boxes away because they were all
boxes were all sogged out, and it was just, you got plastic bags.
I had a paper full of what was it? Printer paper that I used for my sublimation. Ruined.
Ruined. Just had it in the bag with it. It was just completely soaked. I can't use this anymore. I'm like, yeah. So it happens when it's wet.
Yeah.
But it was fun. I hate to say it was fun. It was hot, but every one of those festivals is always fun. Because the community. Whether it's the drag racers, the death racers, all the different droids that they have. There's always something for somebody. So that's why anybody who's not into 3D printing, I always say go to one of the events, whether it be a Maker Fest, anything. You'll learn a lot.
Just attend one of them. Even like you said, even if you're not into 3D printing or not that much into 3D printing, go to one. I mean, between, like you said, of all the different categories that are covered there, but also just a ton of inspiration and support. So whether you're having issues or you're wanting to tackle a big print, you can find anybody at any of these events that can answer a question, any question you have on 3D printing. You just got to find the right person, and it's
find the right person. Yeah, we actually brought the Voron to show that it's almost printing back at 3D Printopia.
It really does
Wasn't
exist.
Really
Wait,
does
where's
exist.
The Benji? Where's the Benji?
It technically does. It's Benji's right there. I said we're gonna bring this thing to 3D Printopia just to show people it is printing, but it's just missing the head on it right now, and I got to put a new head on it. So what we did was we stuck an oblong benchy on it to throw everybody off throughout the whole thing, because they were more intrigued by this than the Voron. And it's just like, what is that? Am I falling over? I'm like, no, it's a 200, 300, 400. 200 on X, 300 on Y, and 400 on Z.
Some people are like, put it away.
I'm like, put it away. It's throwing me off.
It does.
But yeah, we brought it.
Am I having a stroke? Like, what's going on here?
But we had Armored 3D next to us, who's the other. I'm Dave, and then there's David in the 3D. There's David from Armored 3D. So we make it very clear. He had his shirt on that said David on the back. But he was like, I'll take it off your hands. I'll take it for you, Dave. Like, technically, if I gave it to him, then technically David would have finished it. But then I wouldn't have got the joy to actually make it finish myself now.
Yep.
So there's more joy in that one. But there's a lot of makers that came to offer help.
A lot of bad words.
Yeah, I'm sure. I've heard different things with the Vorons. Now, this is the first one you built, right?
This is the first, will not be the last. I was told by I was told by Nero when my first event I ever went to, I was like, oh, there's Nero 3D. Let me go ask him what Voron I should get. So I went up to him and he said, get a Trident. Your first one, do the Trident, then do a 2.4. If you need a V0, do the V0. I was like, okay. I'm doing a 2.4. The heck with what he said. I'm doing a 2.4. I should have done the Trident. I should have done the Trident.
my next thing I want is a DTF printer. So that's my next thing.
Yeah, Terry's gonna get into DTF next. She's seen all that it does, but the reason why we started this channel, what I said, is I was trying to find a channel like ours that just was free range. There was just a free for all. Do what you want to do kind of thing on our channel. Yeah. Exactly. There's no stipulations with us. Everybody's welcome. We always say that there's no bias in any way, even though we are open source people. Bamboo.
Well, I think it leaves it so there's no like strict obligations. Like you're not expected that they need to go on and stream and do this. Like it's just
exactly.
We're gonna go see what they're up to and chit chat with them and have fun, and that's what I love about a lot of the people that are in the 3D printing community is just they're genuine people and just they want to have fun. And whether they stream or they don't stream or they hang out on our Discord, it's just fun to be around them.
And the community helps too by dragging me all the way. Every step. Dave, how's the Boron? Dave, how's this? Dave, did this
They don't want him to
did
fail.
You do this?
So that's what I told him. They don't want you to fail.
And I'm hard-headed. I'm very stubborn and I'm going to get this done. I'm going to do it myself. I don't need help. I'm not going to ask for help. So it's difficult when I ask for help. But if I've asked for help, I really need help and somebody better help me. Because most of the time it's like, I got this. I got this.
I'll do it. But that's
no dinosaurs. No dinosaurs.
That seems to be kind of universal with the 3D printing communities. Is like you said, they kind of give you heck because even of course people that watch my streams is you can't see it, but there's a door back here that's not painted. I get heck on that. Of course, merchandise has been something I've been ragged on nonstop for. So I know where you're coming from. It's but you know what? It's good though because they keep us on our feet and they do keep that motivation, even though sometimes it's like, okay, I get it. I get it. I'm going to work on it. But I still haven't painted the door, so I haven't been motivated enough yet, I guess.
I'm one of those, and then you also
this is all out of Polymaker, isn't it? This Jack?
No, that's see.
I thought it was.
Look at you trying to show off really solid filament.
I thought it was.
At you. She's like, no, that's Polymaker up there. That's Polymaker. That's more. See. That's what I keep telling them. I'm like, yeah, we love every filament brand. That's why we've always said we've never been locked into anything. And again, we're a non-sponsored, do-it-ourselves kind of channel because it's easier for us to say, hey, we're non-biased and no one can claim us biased.
And everything we do is out of
this is why I use it. If I don't like it, I can say cleanly, plainly. They know they can trust my word that I don't like it or I do like it. But then I also do dumb stuff where people say, don't do this. Like, why would you print? Where did it go? Why would you print one of K2 Kevin's maker chip holders out of PPACF? Why would you do that?
Because you're Dave.
Well, why not? Why wouldn't you do that? Because I can.
My answer is because I can. That's why.
Oh, that's right. Hands. And that's the thing. I also like to challenge the notion. I'm also one where don't do this, don't do that, don't do this. I'm like, well, why not? I want to find out for myself. And then that way I can honestly say, yes, it works, doesn't work. My hands are down, I'm behaving.
Well, you can share your live feedback, especially through the streams. Is that this is why it worked, or this is what I found out. So yeah, it's a good, refreshing way rather than just get nothing against other content creators, but as opposed to like a sponsored ad. Like I said, that what you're saying is legit, and this is my experience, good, bad, or not. This is what happens. So no, I think it's appreciated, especially in the community too. Is people appreciate that they want that rather than something forced down their throat.
Yeah, and we had one of my subs kind of.
Don't spin the chair.
I'm not. No. We're no more K. We also Uncle Jesse to K1, so or K1 Max. We're not doing that again. We're good. But we had a couple people have talked to me specifically off stream, and they made a statement that it stuck with me. The whole, I can't afford to spend $2,200. I can't afford to spend $1,200 on this. So I want to hear what you have to say. I want to hear an honest, unbiased opinion on this because maybe you can afford it, but I can't, and this will be a one-time buy. So I don't want to look at it as I just buy a whole bunch of printers and that's what I do. I do it because I prefer to see what each one can do and then share what it is for those people who can or can't afford it, or maybe they have to save up for it. Yeah. Maybe it's something they've saved 2 years for and say, I've saved up $2,000. What should I do with this $2,000? I could hear, oh yeah, just grab. You can somebody just go grab this, grab that, grab this. You want to do your research. You want to have not just check with one channel.
You want to have your
with
real
everybody.
world experience with it.
Exactly. Rather than here's this. This is perfect. It's amazing. Buy this.
Especially when
K-pop demon hunters.
Especially when you're online and you're presenting yourself there, and then people come to trust you. Especially not everybody has $1,000 to spend on a printer, but if they get to the point where they save up enough, you don't want to just give them the oh hey, this is the easy answer. You want to be able to say, hey, I recommend this, and this is why, because I've used this. I've used A, B, C, and D.
Mm-hmm.
B, in my opinion, is what's going to work best. That's not always going to be the norm. That's it's going to go against other people's opinions. But like I said, the difference is there where you've had that experience and you used your own money, so you put your money where your mouth is.
Yep, and that's what we say. We actually got our first ever sponsored printer, and I wouldn't even call it sponsored. It's one of, here's a printer, tell us what you think about it. Like, okay, cool. Well, here's my rules, and now you can't stipulate this, you can't stipulate that, can't stipulate this, and I'm not going to be controlled. We're just going to, yes, K-pop Demon Hunters. Remember, guys, K-pop Demon Hunters #1 on Netflix right now.
I've not watched it yet. I have saved the song inside our Discord hangout before, but I've not watched the movie yet.
Joe, I'm ashamed.
I know. I don't watch a whole lot of stuff. But I like music, so we do. It's not an official karaoke night, but we do karaoke every now and then in Discord. When I say we, it's me, and everybody else just has to listen to it.
Oh, we need to join in.
You never know. Yep, but sometimes it's golden, sometimes it's some Teddy Swims. Sometimes it's some Disney songs. So it's a good mix. I enjoy most music.
It's a dance party. Yeah, I blame our our followers decided that we should do country, so we made a country song for next stream.
And
an AI country stream.
When is the next stream?
This Saturday. So every Saturday, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I get to drive Terry insane. Unless Terry's not feeling well, and we don't. That's the rule. I'm not allowed to stream on Saturday nights by myself. It has to be a team unity thing during the week for these random open boxes.
Because it's 3D and T-printing. It's not 3D printing.
No, exactly. And they love Terry more than me. Oh well, I see why.
Because I keep him on track. His headspace sometimes goes squirrel.
My ADHD causes me to have a little bit of
come back to this printer.
Squirrel brain.
I've come to find out in this conversation that me and Dave are kind of one of the same personality wise. It's like the exact same person. So
I'm like, how did we get on the chat about wings? We got on the chat about wings, and we're talking about a K1 printer or something.
Whenever we're on Jerry's stream, we turn it into food somehow. I don't know how.
Yeah, see, I'm a foodie, so I can talk about food all day long. But real quick, we'll move over to community questions. If you guys do have any questions for Dave or Terry or Dave and Terry, go ahead and ask in the chat, and we will pick their brains a little bit.
Here we go.
Oh no, we do this on our stream. This gets scary.
Hey Dave, what about that?
No, they're gonna say, what about the Voron? It's gonna be Voron, but the Voron's right there, and there's a video of it.
You should watch their streams, or then you would know.
Oh, trust me, it's gonna be printing in the background on Saturday specifically, just to kind of rub that in there.
You gotta pick the perfect troll print of just how to troll people.
I already have the troll face of STL. So it's like perfect. It's just going to be sitting right there.
Yep, you got thanks, Pesla. She pinned you guys' YouTube there. So yeah, you'll see the pinned on there is their YouTube. So go give them a follow. But we got the first question is 23 Blue Dude asks, what's the next event you are going to be at?
Unfortunately, unless we are sponsored to go to Smurf, it will be Rocky Mountain.
Rocky Mountain. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, we go to all three of the big ones here in the United States because we can't afford to send two people overseas.
It gets pricey.
It get a little pricey there.
Let's see. Steven Machado asks, why is the Voron not printing now?
Because the Voron is going to be quiet while we're on stream right now. But if you'd like, you can watch us on Discord later on. It'll be back up and printing at that point.
There you go.
And if you really look carefully, right next to Terry's head, you can see it in a reflection of the Century Carbon.
Right. They're like zooming
just
in.
A reflection of it.
I can see it. Let's see. Jupiter Robotics asks, who's the more annoying person between the two of you? That's a loaded question. Okay, at least you agree.
That's a simple one. That's a simple one.
He is the type of person to where it's like he'll ask me a question and then he'll go to chat and I'm like, why you even ask me?
Because you're my wife. I need your opinion. And everyone else's as well. We need a whole group.
And again, if I had my wife on any of my streams and I asked her that question, it would be the same. We'd both be pointing to me. So it's again the same. Let's see here.
I'm the calmer one.
And there you go.
Yeah, she's the calmer
she's
one.
the laid back one. I'm the energetic, chaotic one. See, Nick 3DP has asked, when do we finish the charity stream goal prize?
When Dave gets his medical checkup, because Dave had a medical situation that he's not going to bring up here, but yes, we're going to get that taken care of before I can.
I hope all is good.
But yes, if that all works out, if not, there'll be an alternative, which is going to be just as painful. So
fair. Let's see here. Clownhammer asks, did you finish the Do Ender yet?
No, Clownhammer, that is still on my list. He's got like 2 or 3. Me and him have been back and forth trying to get. The problem is I actually got Captain Kern got me hooked on it, and then somehow I got Clownhammer hooked on it, and then I have not finished mine, but yet they both have finished theirs.
He talked him into doing it.
Mine's not done yet.
It's just one of the many items in the to-do list, right?
Yes.
Get to it eventually.
Yep. I will get to it. I got the Voron is now printing. Only took 16 months. Terry's got her laser. Only took like 3 months. It just takes time. And then the big joke was Chris Minks won a tumbler on our stream when Terry first started doing our sublimation tumblers.
Took him 6 months.
8 months.
8 months to get it.
But he got his after 8 months. Chris was a great great guy.
He's a patient guy.
He was very patient, very calm. But we got roasted the whole time. But I'm glad everybody, as we say, we're caught all the way up.
Yeah,
so.
At least you can laugh about it too. It's like, yeah, hey, it's taken care of, and it's all fun in the end.
Yep.
Let's hear. Pezla's asked us 2 questions. Would Terry host the stream alone? I mean, the cats are there.
I could do a sublimation stream, which I'm thinking about doing as soon as my husband.
Printing.
Yeah.
But you have to finish that, but you'll come in with me. You'll just have to sit there and endure what I do. So I'm waiting for him to actually
of the shirt.
Yeah. I did that already.
It's literally.
Yeah, he did that already. And
I've done that. I've done that before. I did that with a shirt from. We got a shirt from China. It was delivered from China.
Oh,
and
it was about those sizes.
It was a 4XL from China. I'm like, this would be nice and baggy. It'll give me some space. It's a 1XL.
He put it on. I was like,
and I put it on and I wore that thing. And she's like, please take it. I said, nope. I'm wearing this around the house today.
We had that I think 2 years ago. Nick had ordered just some Polymaker shirts to hand out at events, and come quickly to learn that oh wait, these are not pretty much all of them were kid sizes. Because you got XL, 2XL, I think some 3XL. So we had maybe 5 adult sizes, and past that it was ended up just being we were just handing them out to get rid of them at I think Rocky Mountain, not last year but the year before. Or not early this year, but it was last year. And we just to get rid of them because we had them and there was nothing to do with them. So I've learned very much about the Chinese sizes.
They're cut a little medium, just a little medium.
Yeah. Big man in a little coat.
Oh, it was all. All I know is I felt like I lost a lot of weight in that shirt. It was just this is very slimming. I can't breathe, but it's very slimming.
Feels like you're wearing a corset.
Right.
I gave that lady and what's his name? Who did I give church to at Rocky at Printopia?
That lady in 3D Medic Vince.
And then I gave another one to Zombie.
Oh, Zombie. Yeah, Zombie. We
gave Zombie a shirt that says I love
that's Casey Kevin's idea.
T-Pain.
Z-Hog's shirt was said I love T-Pain.
I've seen that. Yep, I did. I did see that.
Very and then I made Pezla's a shirt. I wasn't for sure if it fit her. I hope it did because it was a small, medium shirt.
There's a Chinese one, so hopefully.
Yeah.
And then
if not, we'll make her another one.
There you go. And then Pez also asked earlier, what does PLYMI mean? Which we
that's Terry's baby. So
I came up with it.
Terry came up with it. I checked to see if it was anybody else had used it. Shockingly, the original meaning is Python like you mean it, which is if you're into 3D printing, you understand Python, this Python scripts that we used to use. Yep. So I said that kind of works out perfectly for print like you mean it as well. So we're going to
Covers
keep it.
both
We're
areas.
just, it covers both areas. It's still,
Nope.
we're not Pythoning like we mean it. We're printing like we mean it.
And
Nope,
we
that's,
adopted the Polymaker that we made.
And yeah, we adapted. We turned our mascot into a cat because we always have our 2 cats
And
on
I don't
stream.
know why they're not here because they're always
That's really
here
weird.
on
The
stream.
Stormy's not here.
Yeah, I know.
They're
But
usually
normally
nosy,
we have
like, mom and dad are
the
talking.
one.
What are they doing?
There's one that comes
She'll
every
sit here.
stream. She'll sit right here. It's real. Oh, you know why? It's early in the day.
Oh yeah.
It's not late in the evening. Normally she'll be right here.
Not a normal
just-
time.
Just right here looking on camera.
Like
So
we-
every stream she's here.
Like,
I don't
what
know
are
why.
you guys
Just
doing? Why you up
every
so
here.
late?
But yeah, we have 2 cats, so that's how we're kind of animal lovers. And we both like cats. We came up with the idea of a cat logo. And I said, oh, that's such a pretty cat when AI came up with it. I said, and then we did a few other versions. And after like 7 or 8 variations, we came up with 2 that we really liked.
Cat.
One with a sign like this, and then the one that you have posted now as well.
Awesome. You got a good,
Cat
nice little
meetings in the
backstory. So, and yeah, it's memorable. You know, seeing number one, a purple cat. But then you know, if somebody doesn't know what the PLYME means, it kind of sticks. Like, wait, Limey? What is that?
Like, what is that? Exact. It makes you kind of think it. Yes.
Yep, absolutely.
We have some of our subscribers. They stream and they've been using our Plyme.
Yeah, we've had a couple. I'm like, where did that? Like, I'll search hashtag
Part of
Plymie.
our
I'm
family.
like,
It's fine.
who's using my? Oh no, never mind. They're part of Plymie family. They can use it. I'm good with that. Like,
We know who they are. Yeah,
I got it with
it's a
that.
nice way to just push the whole printing initiative. Is print like you mean it, and just have fun with it.
Exactly.
See, I think that's it for the community questions. I do like to end it with a few little rapid fire questions. First 2 are always the same. First question, and then each of you can answer it separately, is what is your favorite color or surface effect filament? And it does not have to be Polymaker.
My favorite color is Protopasta's Blood of My Enemy.
That's a good choice. Very much so. I
Mine
do
is
actually love
anything
it.
purple.
I don't think yours is up there right
No,
now.
mine's anything purple. I like lavender usually.
Yeah,
lavender
Terry
colors.
likes. She does like Pesriwinkle.
Yeah, Pesriwinkle is one of my favorite.
That's yeah. Pesriwinkle is
You can
kind
show
of my
the
favorite.
bear, but not the whole bear.
I can show the whole bear. Yeah, like
You said the whole thing. Yeah,
Pesriwinkle.
we sport all. Oh.
It's zombie
seen
and,
that.
and
It's
Pez's
zombie
mix.
and Pez's mix. It's a bikini, people. It's a bikini. It's a bear in a bikini.
Printed it in the summertime.
That's acceptable. It's still warm in some places of the world.
Yeah.
But
But yeah, that's one of my favorite colors.
purples. Yep. So now the second question is, again for both of you, is what print are you most proud of?
Oh wow, that's what you're proud of. Terry loves this one. This is using up. I think there's Blood of My Enemy on there. There is Blood of My Enemy on there.
Yeah.
I did
it's
all
got
the
some
extra
purple on the
filaments that we
base.
had.
Yeah, when
and
we were
just
running out
use
of
what we could-
everything,
Use what we could do.
it was like we're just gonna keep loading stuff in the AMS and just let it run through.
There you
Just
go.
or no, that wasn't in the AMS.
That was one of my first prints.
Which one was that on?
The K1.
No, that's on
The K1 Max.
K1 Max. It was
Yeah.
on the K1 Max. Yeah, it wasn't on the K1 Max.
What's your favorite print?
My favorite print ever?
Mhm.
Oh god, that's a tough one.
Your
If you're
No.
gonna be a bigger fan, it better be a Wexter print.
Well, technically, my favorite Wexter print we sold already.
Yep.
So I can't show that anymore. We've sold a lot of my favorite Wexter prints.
but what
My
was it?
favorite print is my Dummy 13, my 1,000 scale.
Yes.
Matter of
Yeah,
fact,
because yours was
here,
there
right
at
here.
3D Printopia with ours
Here.
last year.
Let me grab it. Yeah, because there was only 3 of them at 3D Printopia.
Yep.
And you guys actually were the ones who helped me figure out that I did not have the ball in correctly. And I tried to reprint it, and I still have not put him all the way together. So I'm only going to bring his top half.
Not an easy thing to put together either. That was
Yeah,
that was a
middle ball,
task.
that middle ball joint that you got to boil in order to make it work.
So he's got half of it.
I've only got his top half, but he's one of my favorite prints of all time. Was half of him.
Oh yeah.
Dummy 13.
He's got to
and
pull the ball and put it.
Gabe went ahead and signed
Oh,
it
you
from
signed it. See, that's
Lucky
even
13.
cooler.
That's
Yeah,
why
see,
it's one of my
I
favorite
didn't even
prints.
think about having him do that for ours. That was
Yep.
a great idea. Adds even more to it.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna put him over
And
here.
then
right
I'm
now.
sure you guys were able to visit. Yeah, you saw his booth set up at 3D Printopia.
Yes, it did. Yep, we did. He was 2 booths down from us.
More. Yeah.
Yes.
And Beardy did a really big
And then
one.
Bearded Printer, it was
Yeah.
I still got to get with him. He's got the hinges that tightens because you can't stand those. You never can.
I remember I talked to you, I think it was Printopia last year. And I said, oh, I like your dummy 13. You were like, yeah, well, I said, you let it stand. He was like, it won't stand.
Yeah, you can balance it just right. And then as long as nobody breathes on it, then it can stand up. But then, I mean, after time though, all it takes is just a little shift anyway. And it
goes,
it just
collapses in on itself.
Yeah. I think, Printer, his was 1300%. So
his was 1300%. Yeah. His was even bigger than mine. And he put his printed beard on it as well. It was,
one on both of us. See how it is.
He did. That's why I said, dang it. That guy. Yep. Neat.
That lady.
Let's see. Last question I have is if anybody is a night owl, is looking for some fun stream to watch that might include 3D printing or sublimation or just genuine chaoticness, anybody you could suggest?
First, I would suggest Zombie on Twitch on Saturdays around 10 o'clock.
No,
and then after he's done, then you can transfer from that over to us on YouTube and Twitch at 11:59 p.m. Saturday nights.
I recommend us at 11:59 p.m. Saturday night. So, yeah, but we do sublimation.
Zombie's not a bad guy, but if you're looking for a duo, though, it's Zombie
doesn't
have
a duo?
Duo. Yeah.
He has a Z and Z sometimes, but there's only one husband and wife couple. Yeah, there's only one husband and wife couple that does.
Pezless does do Sunday. So.
Oh shoot! I gotta get my makes in. I gotta get our skull in on the Sunday.
Better post quick. But other than that, I'll give you guys the stage real quick to shout out just any of your websites, your socials, anything you want to shout out. The stage is yours.
So we don't have our socials. Basically are everything: TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. They're all the same thing. 3DandTeePrinting. It will always either be a 3D and T, or the 3 will be with a THREE, and I think that's only on Instagram.
And we do 11:59 on Saturdays into Sunday until 2 p.m. We do have giveaways that we do 2 rolls of filaments. Sometimes we sneak a tumbler in there, but it gets to you when we get the
tumblers get to you when they get to you. Filament will get there a lot quicker than the tumbler. You'll get it. It's just not right. I can't. Dave in the post office are not friends.
5 to 1,000 days, right?
I'll show you that it's done.
That's what I said. It's done. Here it is. It's physically here. Getting it to you, give us a few days. We'll work that kind of process out.
Yeah, my feeling all too well.
Not sponsored.
I want to give a big shout out to the community itself. That's my thing. Pezliz, K2 Kevin, Zombie, Lee Marie 3D, Baby Belt Rob, Zany Maker, JPP, Melissa, Ryan, Kegel, Petty, Tech Jeeper, Big Jano, Central 3D, all the Chris's at KB 3D, Pete and Sean over Polymaker, Cybertech,
Tink Live,
and all the other ones that I've missed, because I'll be here forever if I name every single one. But those are the ones who've been with us, pushed us through there.
With no stutter, that was pretty good. So
yeah, it was. I have a lot. I tried to list as many as I'm like, I have way too many of them.
They all have helped along the way. They are
all helped along the way in some way, shape, or form in every little part, even if it's something.
Times I wanted to actually quit. And they're like, "Don't do it. You can do this." I'm like, "Okay."
And that's what we love about
it. So awesome to hear. Well, it was great getting to know you guys a little bit more, and again to find out that I have a twin out there on the East Coast. But I appreciate you guys coming on the show, and again, tune into their stream late nights on Saturday if you want to have some fun. And I'm definitely going to pop in there because I'm definitely up at that time.
Yeah, we're definitely up at that time too.
We're always
unless you're doing a sleeping stream, and that's just a little awkward. But more power to you.
We've done that as well.
You've done that.
I've done that as well.
And I'm just like, Dave, get up.
Well, again, I appreciate your guys' time. I will let you go to have a wonderful night, and we will catch you at the next event.
All right. Thanks for having us. I appreciate it.
Later.
Print like you made it.
Absolutely. See you guys.
See ya.
See ya.
Here, my thing was dying.
There you guys have it. Another one in the books, and just an awesome husband-wife duo. It's not too often you get a husband and wife that can stand each other long enough to do a stream. So hats off to them on that. But again, too, just to be awesome, pillars of the community, involving themselves in the community, and community involving themselves with them. It's what our community is about, helping each other, supporting each other. And we're going to keep building that community as big as we can. And by that, we have different projects that help bring other people to the community, or get them to know at least Polymaker. And that's through Polymaker figurines, led by Enswa Dimensions. It's !PMF. And he releases a video every few days that he releases a new model. As he prints it and shows in the video, that model becomes available to download for free on Maker World. He's got the first 2 full generations of Pokemon done. So if you like Pokemon, that is the place to, I might be a little biased here, but some of the best designs, best models. But again, he's on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all across the board. Go show him some love. We also have Polymaker Education. That's !PME in chat. And that's led by Creatrix Brit. And that is the same format, but on an education model basis, to where it can be, for educational, teaching, or, you can use them for other stuff too. But a lot of really cool prints. She's worked with a handful of designers that have made some awesome things. So again, when she does a video and shows off a model, that model then becomes available to download on Maker World at Polymaker_education, or it might be Space Education. I probably should look into that. But then we also have Polymaker Lab, and that's hosted by Polymaker Sean, dressed up as the Polymaker scientist to give you the tips, tricks, and troubleshooting of 3D printing, whether it be the filament side or printing side. It's a lot of good information and short spats, and that is on TikTok. Again, Polymaker Labs. So go check him out there. Then we also have In Printing Color and Pezlas Presents. If you want to do !IPC, it's the same link. You go there, you can see In Printing Color, which is a show that is hosted by Pezlas, sponsored by Polymaker, on Wednesdays. Talk about different colors, different ways to use those colors, and just the different filaments as they come out, kind of showcasing them in beautiful different ways. Pezlas Presents is one more focused on building our designer portfolio, where Pezlas is going around finding new designers, old designers, everything in between, of who we can use their amazing models in our marketing and pull them into the portfolio, so we can showcase our awesome filaments and really awesome models, so you guys can kind of see, how is this going to look if I print something. So hats off there. And now on that show, she does sometimes interviews, sometimes just talking about who she's worked with and who we've got on on board with the designer portfolio. So that is on Saturdays, sometimes Sundays, but again, twitch.tv/Pezlas. And other than that, we also have a chat, or we do have a chat. We have 2 chats, YouTube and Twitch. We have a giveaway. If you have not entered yet, type in "I am awesome" in the chat to enter the giveaway. We're going to give a spool of filament, of Polymaker filament. It's actually technically a $35 value product. So you can use it on a big order. You can use it on a poly dryer box. You can use it on whatever you want. But enter in now, because if you don't enter in, you can't win, and then therefore you can't spend it on anything because you won't have it. So let's see here. There we go. I was waiting. I always have that delay. I have to wait for everything to catch up in chat. So you guys are getting it in there, and then while you're doing that, and real quick, I'll shout out to our Discord and our Facebook group. If you're not part of either or, we have some giveaways that are going to be coming up. We do a daily giveaway on our Discord at discord.polymaker.com, but we're approaching almost 20,000 members on our Discord, which is crazy. So if you know anybody that's not part of it, invite them over. They get a chance every single day to win some filament, and you never know what other crazy things that'll go on there, whether giveaways or just general fun, maybe some contests here in the near future. Different things coming, so make sure you're part of that Discord. And then for Facebook, facebook.com/groups/Polymaker3D is our new, we created a new one because our old one was private. We couldn't really accept any people outside of that, so we created a new one. We're almost to 1,000 there. I'd promised a giveaway at 500. That happened when we were at events, so it was delayed. So what we're just going to do is a bigger giveaway at 1,000, kind of a double giveaway and some really cool prizes. So make sure to go check out that group and follow along. A lot of people share some awesome prints. You can share prints, you can ask questions. It's just a Facebook version of our Discord to where you can be supported, helped out, get inspired by prints that are shared, etc. So make sure to join both. If you're not part of either or, If you're not, I don't hold it against you, but I will find you. And I have a certain set of skills, none of which will do anything that's threatening. I can 3D print stuff. That's about it. Get that in there. We are going to rate out to somebody. We're going to find out who that somebody might be. You know what? I haven't seen him on Twitch yet. I've seen him on TikTok. We are going to... Oh, I got to go over to Twitch. We're going to do a giveaway in just a second, so bear with me. And let's switch over to giveaway. And, oh, there's the mic. Why does it only show up in certain... Anyway. If you have not entered, you have about 10 seconds to enter. I am awesome in YouTube or Twitch chat. Anybody can win. Join in the fun. Get the entries in there. Let's have somebody win. Ghost my head. Ooh. Ooh. Anyway, I'm a child. Okay, we're going to do a drawing. And then after this drawing, we're going to rate out to Asylum Life Makes. He does interviews too. A little similar to Meet the Polymaker. But yeah, he sometimes seems higher production than me. So I don't know if I should rate out to him. But he's a great guy. You probably also seen him work with Courtney for Filament Stories. I believe director. I'm not sure what his title is there, but he also does his own online things. So let's go ahead and we're going to set up a raid for him, show him our love, tell him Polymaker said hello, and support him in what he's doing. But here goes the drawing. I didn't even announce it. I just did it. You know how often I do this when I'm on the phone and I think I'm using this mic? Anyway, Dank Thank Tank. Not a tongue twister at all. Congratulations. Exclamation point contact in chat. And that's going to give you my email address. Or I don't know if you ever messaged me on Discord or not. Discord.polymaker.com. I am Polymaker Joel. You can message me and let me know that you want to meet the Polymaker on 10/16. And I'll be sure to get you your prize. So congratulations. And until next time, we'll be back here Tuesday for our community chat stream to have some fun and maybe talk about some new updates that we're going to be coming in the future and maybe get some suggestions from you. So tune in then at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard on Tuesday. And we will see you guys then. Until then, have a good night, a good weekend, and a good week. And make sure to say hello to Asylum for us.